Good afternoon, dear children. Yes. Welcome to Sanvi Learning Services. This is your physical science class. In the last class, we started fourth chapter, right? Refraction of light by curved surfaces. Yes. We'll continue the topic here. So the next one, image formation, derivation of curved surface formula. Right? So here, first of all, we have to consider a curved surface which is separating two media of refractive indices N1 and N2 here. So this is a surface, curved surface. It is separating the two mediums N1 and N2 here. Okay. Now, here a point object is placed on the principal axis. This is the point object here. It is placed on the principal axis. So take this as a point O here. Right? Now, the ray which is travel along the principal axis passes through the pole undeviated. Right? So here, this ray, it is passes through the principal axis. Okay? When the ray is passes through the principal axis, here it passes through the pole, the ray, it is undeviated here. Now, here the second ray, which forms an angle alpha with the principal axis meet the interface surface at point A. You can see here from point O, the ray is passes here, and here this ray is meets at the interface. This is the interface, no? This is the interface of two different media here. Now take this as a point A here. So take this as an incident ray here, right? So this ray makes an angle alpha here. Now, here the angle of incidence is theta 1. Okay, here the angle of incidence is theta 1. This is the angle of incidence. We know the angle between the incident ray and normal. This is the incident ray here, and this is the normal. So between these two, the angle will be formed. That is the angle of incidence. This dotted line is the normal line here. Right? So this is the theta 1. The ray bends and passes through the second medium along the line AI. You can see here. This is the line AI here. So this is the I image point. So from the point A, it starts deviated in the second medium. It passes in the another medium. Right? So here, the angle of refraction is theta 2. You can see here, we know angle between the normal and a refracted ray. That is known as angle of refraction. So that is theta 2 here. Now angle of incidence is the theta 1. Angle of refraction is the theta 2 here. So the two refracted rays meet at I. Right? So this refracted ray is meet at the point I. So this is the image point. So the image is formed here, okay, and the image is formed there. So let the angle made by the second refracted ray with the principal axis is gamma. First of all, we have taken the angle made by the first refracted ray with the principal axis, that is alpha here. Now second refracted ray we have taken as is gamma. And the angle between the normal and the principal axis here. So here this normal line and this is a principal axis. So between these two, the angle is the beta here. Okay, the angle between the incident ray and principal axis is the alpha. The angle between refracted ray and principal axis is the gamma. And the angle between the normal and the principal axis, that is the beta here. Now, we measure the every distance on the principal axis from the point of P, that is pole, right? Here, P to O. O is the object here, P is the pole. So from P to O, this distance is known as object distance. It is denoted with U, small u. The distance from pole to object is known as object distance here, that is U, and PI, here P to I. Okay, PI is the image distance which denoted as V. Distance from pole to image is the image distance. Distance from pole to object is the object distance. So every distance on the principal axis we measured from pole only. Now PC. C is the center of curvature, we know already. Already we learned all this in the first chapter only. So from P to C. P to C, this is the distance between pole to center of curvature. This distance is known as radius of curvature. It is denoted with capital R. The distance between pole to center of curvature is known as radius of curvature. It is denoted as R, capital R. So here N1 and N2 are refractive indices of two media. This is one medium and this is another medium here. So N1 and N2 are refractive indices of two media. So here, can you establish any relation between the above mentioned quantities? Yes. So here, in the triangle ACO. So where is the ACO here? So this is the A. Here, this is a C. This is the O. So from triangle ACO, right? From triangle ACO, we can write that theta 1 equals to alpha plus beta. Okay, theta 1 equals to alpha plus beta. And here from the triangle ACI, here ACI, this is one triangle here. So from this triangle, we can write that beta equals to theta 2 plus gamma. So from this we can write theta 2 equals to beta minus gamma. Now theta 1 equals to alpha plus beta, theta 2 equals to beta minus gamma here. Now remember these points here. Now according to Snell's law, we know n1 sin theta 1 equals to n2 sin theta 2. Now substitute the theta 1, theta 2 values here. Now we got now theta 1 equals to alpha plus beta and theta 2 equals to beta minus gamma. So now substitute in the place of theta 1 and theta 2 here. So N1 sine of alpha plus beta equals to N2 sine of beta minus gamma. So take this as equation 1 here. Now, here, if the rays, yes, so if the rays move very close to the principal axis, the rays can be treated as parallel and are called paraxial rays. Okay, so the rays here, which are very close to the principal axis, the rays can be treated as parallel paraxial rays here, not that. So paraxial rays, these are. So here, then the angles alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta and gamma, here these are become very small. So this approximation is called paraxial approximation. Right? So you can see these rays are very close to the principal axis here. So here, from this we can write sine of alpha plus beta equals to alpha plus beta, and sine of beta minus gamma equals to beta minus gamma. Okay, now substitute this in equation 1. Okay, why we are taking like this means which rays are very close to the principal axis, so that rays can be treated here parallel. So we can call them as a paraxial rays. So here these alpha, beta, gamma become very small here. So this approximation is called paraxial approximation. So from this we are writing that sine of alpha plus beta equals to alpha plus beta, and sine of beta minus gamma equals to beta minus gamma. So substitute these in equation 1 here. So what is the equation 1? Equation 1 is N1 sine of alpha plus beta equals to N2 sine of beta minus gamma. Right? Now here, instead of sine of alpha plus beta, now we are substituting only alpha plus beta. Here, instead of beta minus gamma, we are substituting only beta minus gamma here. Right? So now multiply all this with this. So N1 into alpha, N1 alpha. Here, this is a plus sign, plus into plus plus. So N1 into beta, N1 beta. Now equals to N2 into beta, N2 beta. Here this is a minus here, plus into minus, minus. So N2 into gamma, N2 gamma. So take this as the equation 2 here. Here, all the angles are very small. Right? So we can write that tan alpha equals to An by NO equals to gamma, sorry, alpha. And tan beta equals to An by Nc, which equals to beta. And tan gamma equals to An by Ni, which equals to gamma here. Here, see this? Here, tan alpha equals to An by No. Right? And tan beta equals to An by Nc. Tan gamma equals to An by Ni. Due to here these angles are very small. So here substituting these equations in equation 2. So what is the equation 2? Already we got equation 2, N1 alpha plus N1 beta equals to N2 beta minus N2 gamma. Now substitute instead of alpha, beta, gamma, this equation now here. So alpha, right? So alpha equals to, we know, an by no. So n1 of an by no plus n1 of an by nc. Here an by nc is the beta value. Here alpha equals to an by no. Right? Now here beta value again here an by nc. Gamma equals to an by ni. Right? So now take this as equation 3. Here, as the rays move very close to the principal axis, the point N coincides with P. Okay, so when these rays are very close to the principal axis, the point N coincides with P here. So therefore, we can write Ni, No, Nc can be replaced by Pi, Po, Pc. So here, after substituting these values in equation 3, we'll get like this. Right? So N1 by here PO plus N1 by PC, N2 by PC minus here. Once substitute all the equations in this equation 3, so we'll get the equation 4 here. Simply we can write equation 4 here. N1 by PO plus N1 by, okay. Now here from this we can write N1 by PO plus N2 by Pi equals to N2 minus N1 by Pc. Yes, so here we have N1 by Pc, here we have N2 by Pc. So change the equation here into like this. So N1 by PO plus N2 by Pi. We have taken this into this side. Right now here it is minus, now it becomes plus. So N1 by PO plus N2 by Pi. It's equals to, here we are taking this N1 by Pc to this right side. So becomes it is N2 minus N1 by Pc. Here in both Pc is common. So we can write N1 by N2 minus N1 by Pc. So take this as equation 4 here. Here equation 4 shows the relation between the refractive indices of two media, object distance, image distance and radius of curvature. Okay, so this is the relation between refractive indices of two media, object distance, image distance and radius of curvature. So all distances are measured from the pole. This is we know already. So distance measured along the direction of incident ray are taken as positive. We know already. When we measure the distance from the pole, here, this direction, always the distance measured along the direction of incident ray only. Okay, then the object is along the direction of incident ray, then only it is to be positive. To the image distance also. For all the distances we measured from the pole only. So if it is direction to the incident ray, then only we'll take it as a positive. So distances measured opposite to the direction of the incident ray are taken as negative. So here, the heights measured vertically above from the points on axis are taken as positive. Okay, so the heights measured vertically above from the points on axis are taken as positive. The heights measured vertically down from points on axis are taken as negative. So here from all these conditions we can write PO. P is a pole, O is the object. So PO is called the object distance. It is denoted with U. And PI. Here P is the pole, I is the image. So PI is called the image distance V, and PC, pole and center of curvature. So PC is called radius of curvature R. So the distance from P to C is known as radius of curvature. It is denoted with capital R. So according to sign convention, here we have PO equals to minus U, PI equals to V, PC equals to R. So why we are taking here PO equals to minus U? Why these are positive here? Just now I explained. Distances measured along the direction of the incident ray are taken as positive. And the distances measured along the opposite direction to the incident ray are taken as negative. So see here once the figure. So this is the point object, this is the image, this is the center of curvature here. Right? So this is the incident ray here. This is the incident ray. Here is a pole. So we measured every distance from this pole only. So here we measure the object distance in which direction? In this direction. So what is the direction of incident ray? This direction. So these two are opposite here. So that's why there we are taken PO equals to minus U. Already we discussed the measuring distance is opposite to the incident ray means we'll take that as a negative. It is if it is in the same direction, we'll take the positive. So once see PI. PI means image distance here, pole image. So it is positive or negative means that is a positive. So you can see here, this is the incident ray, sorry, refracted ray, right? Image. Here the point or image is here. So we measure the distance in this direction only. So both are in the same direction. So this is positive here. So Pi equals to V. And we are taken PC equals to plus R, positive R. Due to here this is the incident ray direction and this is the measuring distance direction to the center of curvature to pole to center of curvature. So here these also in the same direction. In this direction, here this is in this direction. So that's why this is also positive here. So only here the PO equals to minus U because these two are opposite here. So here by substituting these values in equation 4, okay, we are going to substitute all the values in the equation 4 here. So what is the equation 4? So equation 4 is a N1 PO plus N2, sorry, N1 by PO plus N2 by PI equals to N2 minus N1 by PC. So PO equals to, so N1 by minus U plus N2 by V equals to, here N2 minus N1 by PC we have. So N2 minus N1 by R. So from all this we can write here N2 by, you can see N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. So take this as equation 5 here. So here this is a formula N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. This formula can also be used for plane surfaces. In the case of a plane surface, the radius of curvature R approaches infinity. Okay, so here the 1 by R becomes 0. This, okay, hence here 1 by R becomes 0. So substituting this in equation 5, we'll get the plane surface formula, that is N1, N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to 0. So we can write here N2 by V minus N1 by U. So this equation is used for plane surfaces. So this equation used for curved surfaces. In plane surfaces, this R is infinity. Okay, so this is the image formation of curved surface formula, derivation of curved surface, okay, formula. Very, very, very important one here. So remember this point, N2 by B minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. So based on this, we have some examples here. We'll discuss that here. Yes. So the distance U and V are measured from the plane interface. So here we have an example. Example 1, this is a bird is flying down vertically towards the surface of water in a pond with a constant speed here. Okay, a bird is flying down. Okay, flying down vertically towards the surface of water in a pond with constant speed. So there is a fish inside the water. Okay, there is a fish inside the water. So if that fish is exactly vertically below the bird, then the bird will appear to the fish to be, here given some options, further away than its actual distance, closer than its actual distance, moving faster than its actual speed, moving slower than its actual speed. So which of the four options are true? How can you prove it? Yes. So here, solution. Here the bird is in air and the fish is in water. Okay. So as here we have two mediums, air medium and water medium. So air is a rarer medium and water is a denser medium here. So here, let us make two rays reaching the fish from the bird. Here, these are the two rays. Okay, so make any two rays reaching to the fish from the bird. Here I am taking two rays from the two ends of the wings here. This is the ray 1 and this is the ray 2. Now, here the two rays are falling on the water surface, making some angle. Hence, they bend towards the normal. So these are the rays. Right? So this is a normal here. So these rays are bent towards the normal here. So here, the refracted rays reaching to the fish appear to be coming along the dashed lines. So hence, bird's image will be formed above its original position. Okay? You can see here. So here, this is a normal line here. And these are the refracted rays. So here, this refracted rays reaching to the fish appear to be coming along the dashed line. Just appearance, this is not a real, just appearance this is. Okay. So here, hence a bird's image will be formed above its original position here. So here actually the bird is here, right? So here these refracted rays are appear to be coming from the this dashed lines. So this is green line is the normal here. Right. So here we have the two mediums, different mediums now, right? N1 is the air medium and N2 is the water medium here. So for this refractive indices, refraction plane at surface. What is the refraction at plane surface? Means N1 by U equals to N2 by V, because in this the R is infinity. So that is becomes 0. So here N1 and N2 are the refractive indices of air and water respectively. So for air, what is the refractive index? We know that is 1. N1 equals to 1. So here N2 equals to N. Refractive index of water is N. So here U equals to distance from the bird. Yes. So distance of the bird from water surface, U. Here, this is a bird actually here. This is a U, object distance. Okay. This is the object distance. See clearly here. This is the object here. This is the image. Upside bird is the image and below bird is the object here. So we know here distance of the bird from water surface to this water surface, this is the object distance, and image distance, that is P. So distance of the fish from water surface, this is the image here. So here these are opposite to the incident ray. Both are opposite here, object and image. So you can see this is the object here, right? The incident ray is coming in this direction. How we measure the distance here? In object distance, we measure from this, in this direction to the upside. So these are two opposite side, right? The incident ray is downwards direction, and the object distance we measure in the upward direction. So here U equals to, will take minus X. And similarly, image distance, that is V equals to minus Y. Here also, incident ray and image, both are in opposite direction. So here also this is minus. So V equals to minus Y here. So here, as per the sign convention, U, V are negative. So the real distance of the bird is X. Okay, not Y. That is the image of the bird, right? This is the image of the bird here. Actually, the real distance of the bird is X here. At its image distance is Y. Then U equals to minus X. We know V equals to minus Y because we are applying sign convention here. This U and V are negative now. So substituting these values in the given formula. What is the formula? That is N1 by U equals to N2 by V. Now substituting this. So what we'll get here? N1 by U equals to N2 by V. So here we know already N1 equals to 1. There is a refractive index of 8. N2 equals to, we know, N. Right? U equals to minus X. V equals to minus Y. Substitute all this in this equation. So 1 by minus X equals to N by minus Y. Or we can also write like this. Y equals to Nx. So we can write here Y equals to Nx means N is greater than 1. Then Y is greater than X. Right? So here Y is greater than X already. So hence bird appears to the fish farther away than its actual distance. Here option A is correct. And also, if the bird moves X distance in the same time for the fish, it appears to be moving Y equals to Nx. Then here it is moving faster than its actual speed. So here both answers A and C are correct. So it is farther away than its actual distance and it has to move faster than its actual speed to reach the fish. So both answers correct here, A and C. So this is the first example here. Now we have another example. So here given question, a transparent sphere of radius r and refractive index n is kept in air. Okay, refractive index of radius r, sphere, transparent sphere of radius r, refractive index n is kept in air. So at what distance from the surface of the sphere should a point object be placed on the principal axis, so as to form a real image at the same distance from the second surface of the sphere? So I know you will not understood this question here. So clearly I'll explain here. Here given that transparent sphere of radius r and the refractive index is the n. Here, at what distance from the surface of the sphere should a point object be placed? Object. And here, it forms a real image at the same distance from the second surface of the sphere. So I'll show you the diagram here, then you will understand clearly here. So here this is a point object. This is the principal axis, right? So this is a point object here. Here this is the air medium, and this is the another medium. Assume that glass medium or water medium, whatever. So here we have the two different mediums, right? So here, we have the two surfaces here. This is the surface 1. This is the another side. Now, first of all, this is a principal axis. This is a point object O and pole and center of curvature here. C is the center of curvature. So we know from the pole to the object, this is the object distance PO, taken as a x here. Okay, object distance PO equals to x. And here, this is the radius of curvature R from P to C. That distance is known as radius of curvature. Here the light ray is incident from the point object O onto the one of the curved surface here. Just we are taken only one curved surface from the sphere. So here from the point object, the ray is incident on the surface, right? This is the incident ray here. So inside of the sphere, okay, inside of the sphere, the ray is refracted. This is not outside of the sphere. This is happening inside of the sphere only. Okay, this is the incident ray and this is the refracted ray here. Okay, this is the air medium. We know refractive index of air medium equals to 1 here. So here, spherical surface image formation formula we know N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. So already we know here N1, that is air medium, equals to 1, and N2 equals to N, another medium, N2 equals to N only. So here U equals to minus X. Why we are taking minus X here? Due to the measuring of object distance is opposite to the incident ray. Incident ray is in this direction, and we measuring the object distance in this direction. So we are taking here U equals to minus X, and R equals to R. These two are in the same direction, and V equals to infinity here. Okay, positive only, not negative. So substitute all the values in the equation. That is N2 by V, N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. So substitute all the values in this. So N2 means we know N only. So N by infinity minus N1 equals to 1 and U equals to minus X, which equals to here N minus 1 by R. So here this will be cancelled here. N by infinity, that value is 0, right? So it will be cancelled here. So what is the remaining? 1 by X equals to N minus 1 by R. This for negative, this negative gets cancelled. So 1 by X equals to N minus 1 by R. So here we can write from this object distance from the first surface of the sphere is X equals to R by N minus 1. Object distance from the first surface of the sphere is X equals to R by N minus 1. So they are asking to find the object distance from the first surface only, right? So we find the object distance from the first surface, that is R by N minus 1. We have one more problem here. We'll continue that in the next class. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Randall. Welcome to Shanvi Learning Services, and I'm welcoming to biology class. So here, let us recall once about fermentation. See here, look at the screen. All of you, fermentation, yeast and sugar solution are left to stand without oxygen for some days. They develop a characteristic smell. Okay, so here, yeast and sugar solution are left to stand without oxygen for some days. They develop characteristic smell caused by production of a new compound called ethanol, like C2H5OH. Okay, and here yeast and sugar solution like characteristic like ethanol. Why that is in ethanol? Because it's producing ethanol, alcohol. So the yeast from the sugar, the same type of smell preserved idli dosha of at your home, but not in refrigerator. Okay, if you keep in refrigerator, there is no chance. So the ethanol can be separated from the yeast glucose mixture by the process of a fractional distillation, since ethanol boils. As we have discussed, what is the fractional distillation? See here, in higher studies you will get about fractional distillation. Sir, what is fractional distillation? Means by taking of that, for example, both liquids are there, we cannot separate them. Okay, both are mixed. At that time, we have to take a boiling point, because in that mixture, two materials are there. In that both materials boiling point is not same. Okay. For example, somewhat material 50 degrees Celsius, that is the boiling point of that, and a second mixture that is 80. Then if we give that 50 degrees Celsius temperature, so by that we can evaporate that first solution, sorry, first liquid. So after that, if we send through the again from vaporization to liquid. So like that, you will have in higher studies that about fractional distillation clearly. Now we have that respiration versus combustion. Respiration versus combustion. Here we have somewhat activities on this respiration versus combustion. Okay, fine. Please stay on line. See here, the great person Lavoisier, around the late 18th century, through a series of carefully performed experiments, and came to the opinion that respiration was a process like a combustion. Respiration was a process. Respiration was a process like a combustion. Okay, Lavoisier, around the late 18th century, through a series of careful performed experiments, he carefully performed some experiments, came to the opinion that respiration was a process like a combustion. He wrote in a compilation in 1783. In 1783. Okay. Respiration is a combustion process, and it is very slow process. It is very slow process. And here oxygen is not only combines with carbon. Oxygen is not only combined with the carbon, but also with the hydrogen. Oxygen is not only combined with the carbon, but also combined with the hydrogen. Okay. See here, oxygen is combined with the carbon and hydrogen also. Next, Robinson also Robinson Robinson also stated that respiration is a type of combustion. Respiration is a type of combustion, and combustion is the source of heat in animals. Children. Okay, respiration is a type of combustion, and combustion is the source of heat in animals. Source of heat in animals. Okay. Now let us perform some activities. Let us perform some activities on this. That first activity is like observing changes during combustion of sugar. Observing changes during combustion of sugar. Here, look at the screen, all of you. We have one experiment. The experiment is like observing changes during combustion of sugar. Combustion of sugar. See, children, here this is important one, and arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure, and heat it. Okay, you have to arrange here, heat the glucose. Here this is a test tube, and this L-shaped tube is a delivery tube, and this is lime water. Right side down, lime water, because as you know, the carbon dioxide evolved or not. If you have to check, compulsory we used to take a lime water, because when carbon dioxide is released from that, then from the derivative it will goes to the lime water, and reacted with that, it will change to, this lime water turns to milky white. Lime water turns to milky white. By that we can come to know whether CO2 is evolved or not. See here, in this activity, if we heat a sugar, a glucose, okay, it releases carbon dioxide, water, okay, it produces carbon dioxide and water, and energy also can be released in the form of heat. Energy can be released in the form of heat. As you know, energy neither created nor destroyed, but it can change from one form to other form. Okay, so your energy is released in the form of heat, in the form of heat. Okay, let us go deeply about this activity. See children here, arrange the operators as shown in the figure and heat it over a flame. Does it melt? What happens if you heat for some more time? Okay, let us know. When glucose burns, a burner is there. When glucose are produced, when glucose burns, carbon dioxide are produced and energy is released as a heat. Energy is released as a heat. We know that combustion of glucose gives us carbon dioxide. We know that combustion of glucose gives us carbon dioxide, water, and energy. While from the respiratory equation, we get the same products, but essentially the process must differ due to following reasons. Those are, the first reason is glucose must be burnt at a high temperature in the laboratory to liberate energy. Okay, glucose must be burnt at a high temperature in the laboratory to liberate energy, to liberate energy. If it happened in our cells, all cells would be burnt. Our cells would be burnt. And second one, once glucose starts burning, once glucose starts burning, we cannot stop. We cannot stop the process easily. But living cells are able to exercise control over the sort of burning of glucose in the in the presence of oxygen. Then third one, water normally stops combustion. You know already, water normally stops combustion from taking place while cells contain a lot of water and respiration still goes on. What can you conclude from this? How to think? Okay, so and before going to enter into the evolution in gases exchanging system, very important. Before that, I would like to discuss 2 minutes on heat production by living organisms. Okay, see children, as we discussed very deeply in the cellular respiration. Okay, in the cellular respiration, energy is released. Energy is released in the cellular respiration. In cellular respiration, some energy is stored as ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and some amount of energy is utilized in our day-to-day life activities, and excess amount of energy is released in the form of heat. Excess amount of energy released in the form of heat. It is nothing but energy. I told you just now. Energy neither created nor destroyed, but it can change from one form to another form. Okay. See here. Now let us discuss about evolution in gases exchanging system. Very important. Here, evolution like adaptation changes with respect to like particularly the dwelling place or living places, how the characteristics are changed or adapted. See, I would like to discuss on this evolution. If you observe in your surroundings, some of terrestrial plants only, they will have a big leaves and large in size, because here sufficient water is available. Okay, no worry about that water. But what about desert plants? Do they have like terrestrial same, like normal what we have in the surroundings, like big leaves and large? Okay, no, because there is abundance of water is less, and the source of water is less. That's why that water, to prevent the water loss of water, to prevent the loss of water, that desert plants can make their, can modify their leaves like as thorns, very sharp. Okay, so by modifying that, by adapting their characters, then desert plants can prevent the loss of water. Okay, so like that, very very interesting topic, and their forefathers don't have that enlarging neck. Okay, so struggle for, in that struggle for life, like Darwin theory is there one. What is that? Survival for fittest. Okay, so there is no availability of food in the lower branches of trees, but leaves are there in the like to the higher branches, upper branches, and then they
Students, please stay online. There is some technical issue, I think.
so here when there is compulsory needed for survival, then only nature will support. So at that time, then they can adapt to their characters. Okay, so the type of things we can observe. First of all, we have to, if they give an exam evolution in gases exchanging system, we have to give like one para about the evolution. After that, by taking different type of animals like terrestrial and aquatic, etc. By taking an example of that, we have to explain evolution in gases exchanging system. Yeah, there is they are not asking about that evolution of a body or any other. Here, with respect to gas exchanging system, we have to take that examples and explain. Here, exchange of gases is a common life process, right? Exchange of gases is a common life process in all living organisms, but it is not same in all. Okay, exchange of gases is a common life process. Yes, perfect in all living organisms, but is it same in all organisms? No, 100% no, because it is not same in all. Let us go for that. What type of changes, what type of evolution we can observe in different organisms. So here in this topic, like evolution in gases exchanging system. See here, in all living organisms, but it is not a same in all. Then if we observe single celled organisms, single celled organisms, see here, look at the screen, all of you, we have three single celled organisms here: amoeba, hydra, paramecium. These all are animal category, comes under animal category. Don't think hydra is looking like a plant, that's why don't think like that hydra is a plant. Hydra is also one of the hydra, amoeba, paramecium, all are comes under the animal category. Okay, Hydra is not a plant. So here, coming to single celled organism, which will have only one cell. So these all are single celled organisms like amoeba, hydra, and paramecium. So here, single celled organisms are unicellular organisms, amoeba, hydra, and paramecium. See here, like see here, sorry, here single celled organism is only one amoeba, and we have like paramecium, chlamydia monas, all are, but here only given amoeba only as a single cellular organism, and hydra and planaria. Okay, hydra and planaria. Hydra and planaria. Planaria means what? Like Badapurugu. Okay, roundworms and earthworms. Okay, these all are comes under multicellular organisms. Okay, single cell organisms means which consist single cell and nothing but one cell, like amoeba. Okay, and chlamydium and paramecium, like that. Then coming to this middle one, hydra and planaria, earthworms, roundworms, all are comes under multicellular organisms. So here, single celled organisms or multicellular organisms obtain oxygen and expel carbon dioxide directly from the body, right? Single celled organisms like amoeba, multicellular organisms like hydra, planaria, and etc. What I told, obtain oxygen and expel carbon dioxide. Obtain oxygen and expel carbon dioxide directly from the body by the process of what process here? Diffusion process. Diffusion process. What is diffusion process, sir? You know already very well about the diffusion. Diffusion process is nothing but that gases from high concentration to low concentration. Gases will move from high concentration to low concentration. Will this process will take 24 hours? No, up to both concentrations are equal. Okay, both concentrations are equal. Up to that only this process will takes place. So by the diffusion process, these in a single celled organisms and multicellular organisms like amoeba, single celled, and hydroplanaria, multicellular organisms, and roundworms, earthworms, etc. obtain oxygen and expel carbon dioxide directly from the body by the process of diffusion. Okay, high concentration to low concentration. Okay, and what about here we have to think about osmosis also, because here osmosis is nothing but low concentration to high concentration, but here we have diffusion. Diffusion is nothing but high concentration to low concentration. Okay, that gases will move from high concentration to low concentration is a diffusion. What about low concentration to high concentration? Any things like liquids can move by the osmosis process, that is different. Okay, diffusion is nothing but from high concentration to low concentration. Okay, here by this process, this oxygen obtained by that single and multicellular organisms and expel the carbon dioxide directly from the body by process, diffusion process. Okay. In other multicellular animals, special organs are evolved. Special organs are evolved. Animals either terrestrial, okay, yeah, on land animals and are aquatic, which lives in water, adapted to different types of respiration organs. Please stand line, all of you. See here, some of the reasons for the animals to develop different types of respiratory organs. For example, there is a tracheal respiratory system. Tracheal respiratory system. Okay. The tracheal respiratory system, look at the screen, all of you. In insects, there is a tracheal respiratory system in insects like a cockroach. Here, tracheal respiratory system in cockroach. Look at the screen, all of you. And grasshopper. Cockroach and grasshopper. This is a tracheal respiratory system. Tracheal respiratory system consists of a series of tubes called trachea. Tracheal respiratory system consists of series of tubes. See here, look at the screen. Tracheal respiratory system consists of series of tubes. Okay, now series of tubes called trachea. This is divided into fine branches. Here, this is divided into fine branches called tracheoles, which carry air directly to the cells in the tissues. Okay, this is divided into fine branches called tracheoles, which carry air directly to the cell in the tissues. Okay, now there is a tracheal. So one after one we are going to discuss. In that evaluation, you have to write about the evaluation for one para, and after that by taking one after one example, you have to discuss what type of respiratory system is there in that. Okay, how what type of respiratory organs are evolved, and what type of characteristics adapted in that particular respiratory system of that particular organism. So there is tracheal respiratory system in insects like a cockroach, grasshopper. Tracheal respiratory system consists of series of tubes called trachea. This is divided into fine branches called tracheoles, which carry air directly to the cells in the tissues. Cells in the tissues. Okay. So here, this trachea is divided into fine branches, children. That fine branches are called tracheoles. tracheoles, tracheoles, which carry air directly to the cells. Which carry air directly to the cells. Who will carry the air directly to the cells? So trachea is divided into fine branches called tracheoles. The tracheoles can carry. Okay. Some aquatic. Let us go for the aquatic. Up to now we have discussed about the terrestrial, which will live on land. Some aquatic animals, not plants here, some aquatic animals. So you know already then aquatic animal. What is aquatic animal? Fish. Okay, let us discuss about fish. See, look at the screen, all of you. On the screen, here fish is there, aquatic animal. Some aquatic animal like fishes have developed special organs. Okay, some aquatic animals like fishes have developed special organs for respiration, because here what is our concept of evolution in gases exchanging system. So here we are talking about respiratory system, that's it. We are talking about evolution in respiratory system, that's it. So some aquatic animals like fishes have developed special organs for respiration, which are known as gills or branchiae. Okay, so fishes have developed. Okay, fishes have developed special organisms. Sorry, special organs for respiration, which are known as the special organisms. The special organs are known as gills or branchiae. Fish is an organism. Fish is a organism. That particular gills are organs. That special organs are developed for respiration. Those known as gills are branchiae. Okay, blood supply to gills. See here, blood supply to gills through capillaries. Blood supplies to gills through capillaries. which have thin walls, where gases are exchanged. Blood supplied to gills through capillaries, which have thin walls where gases are exchanged. This is called branchial respiration. Branchial respiration. Like fishes have developed special organs for respiration, which are known as gills or branchiae. Blood supplied to gills. Blood supplied to gills through capillaries, which have thin walls where gases are exchanged. This is called branchial respiration. See here, interesting. Fish keeps its mouth open. Okay, fish keeps its mouth open and lowers the floor of the oral cavity. Okay, fish keeps its mouth open and lowers the floor of the oral cavity. As a result, water from outside will be drawn into the oral cavity, right? Fish keeps its mouth open and lower the floor of the oral cavity. As a result, water from outside will be drawn into the oral cavity. Because of that, water can drawn into the oral cavity. Now the mouth is closed because the pressure needed to pump that water from that gills. Now the mouth is closed and the floor of the oral cavity is raised. Now the mouth is closed and the floor of the oral cavity is raised. Okay, see here, mouth is closed. When mouth is closed, then the floor of the oral cavity is raised. Water is pushed. Water is pushed into the pharynx. As you know, like mouth and nose, it joins to the pharynx. After the pharynx, it will be divided into two. One is a windpipe, one is a food pipe. Okay, so pharynx is not specially air pipe, not specially food pipe, children. Okay, multi. See here, after pharynx, one is a windpipe, one is a air pipe. So water is pushed into the pharynx and is forced to gill pouches. Water is pushed into the pharynx and is forced to gill pouches through internal branchial apertures. Water is pushed into the pharynx and is forced to gill pouches through internal branchial apertures. Okay, gill lamellae. Gill lamellae are bathed with water. One more special specialization character in lamellae. Gill lamellae are bathed with water. Are bathed with water and a gases exchange takes place. By bathing, that gas exchange takes place. You don't think like as gill lamellae, children. Okay, our biology teacher Srinivas said gill lamellae are bathed with water and gas exchange takes place. So like that, you don't close your mouth and nose. Don't bath for respiration. Okay, because we have a great pulmonary system, respiratory system. We have lungs. So we have this adaptation, but gill lamellae have that particular exchange, gas exchange process by the bathing. Okay, so that's why here I told you, like in starting. Okay, exchange of gas is a common life process in all living organisms, but it is not the same in all. Not same in all. So that's why we are like one after one, one by one. Okay, so one by one we are discussing. Okay, so here like gill lamellae are bathed with water and the gas exchange takes place. Like this, one by one, you have to like mention that aquatic or terrestrial. Okay, by giving that name and respiratory organs system and how they will respire. It's nothing but how they will involve in the exchange of gases. So like that you have to take and you just present the answer on the paper, then you will get good marks. So pairwise you have to write for special every organism. Okay. So gill lamellae or bath with water and gas exchange takes place. See children, here one more respiratory system is there. Here frog is a multi organism. Okay, this has three types of respiratory adaptations, right? As you know, I think in 7th class you have studied. Okay, this can respire mainly skin and lungs, also gills also when it is in larva. Okay, tadpole. Okay, so it's a look like a fish. If you compare that tadpole larva and frog, you you cannot feel that is as a frog. The tadpole larva almost are equal to fish. At that time, that involve in the respiratory process, respiratory system with the help of gills as fishes. So when that is growing, then again respiratory organs are developed. Respiratory organs are developed and they will adapt some more like a lung system and skin. See here, respiration through skin. So respiration through skin is called cutaneous respiration. As you have know, I think outside, Ali Cuties Clinic. Okay, for beautiness. Okay, for taking care about skin. Ali Cuties Clinic, Cutie Clinic, Cuties Clinic. So what is cutaneous? It means skin. So respiration through skin is called a cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration. Frog and amphibian. Frog and amphibian. So can respire through cutaneous and pulmonary respiration and gills also. They may not give in your textbook, but you have to remember that also, because in tadpole larva stage that also can respire through gills and mainly that also involved in the respiration pulmonary like with lungs like us and in a cutaneous respiration also like with the skin. Okay, so here amphibian we got one new word. So frog is considered as an amphibian. This comes under the amphibian category. What is amphibian, sir? Here if you observe, do frog have neck like us? Can frog rotate his neck? Its neck? No, there is no neck. So these are called amphibians. Amphibians. See here, amphibians, frog and amphibian can respire through cutaneous and pulmonary respiration. Cutaneous means skin. You know already. Pulmonary respiration means lungs, through lungs. So pulmonologist. Okay, pulmonologist. Like lung specialist doctor is called a pulmonologist. Okay, so pulmonology means about lungs. So pulmonary respiration system means with the respiration takes place with the lungs is a respiration. So frog here respire through here normal concept is to respire through skin is called cutaneous respiration. Frog and amphibian can respire through cutaneous and pulmonary respiration. Okay, cutaneous nothing but skin, pulmonary nothing but as well as a buccopharyngeal cavity. Frog and amphibian can respire through cutaneous and pulmonary respiration processes as well as so here terrestrial animals. See children, here we are discussing about snake. like snake comes under a snake here. So animals are terrestrial animals, mammals, reptiles. The best example is snake. So which doesn't have the task. We have external ears, so there is no external ear for reptiles. Okay, lizard, snake. Okay, which have internal ears, not external ears. Comes under the reptiles. Like that, many characters are there. I have told you, just given one example. And so here reptiles and birds and mammals. As you know, birds and coming to mammals, we human beings are mammals because we can depend on our mother for feed, right? Okay. Mother will have that mammal glands, milk glands. Mother can feed the children. Not only human being, which will feed the children, having that mammal glands, all are comes under the mammal category. So, here reptiles, birds, and mammals respire through lungs. Respire through lungs. Okay. So here, these all are respire through lungs. So see children here, if you get this question evolution in gases exchange system, you have to write about the evolution, how the gases exchange is common life process in all living organisms, and you just give the statement. But this common exchanging life process, common life process, like exchange of gases, is not the same in all, and you can start by taking single-celled organisms like amoeba, okay, and Chlamydomonas paramecium, okay, or you at least mention that Hydra one, and going to multicellular organisms like which will have more than one cell, like as I told just before, Hydra and Planaria and roundworms, earthworms. Okay, how obtain that oxygen and how expel the carbon dioxide directly from the body and so like that you have to give some like somewhat matter about that evolution. First of all, try insects like a cockroach and grasshopper. See here. Here, this is the first one is a unicellular, second one hydra, and the third one is a planaria. Those are comes under multicellular, as we discussed. Okay, and here like tracheal system, tracheal system like a cockroach. Okay, so here one more thing. So here different types of respiratory organs mostly depending on the habitat in which they live, body size, availability of water, and the type of their circulatory system are some of the reasons for the animals to develop a different type of respiratory organs. Okay, so coming to tracheal respiratory system in insects like cockroach, grasshopper. Okay, and next one, see here fish. Take aquatic animals like how they can respire through gills. Okay, how they will close the mouth and give the pressure, and how the blood supplied to gills through capillaries, and which have thin walls whereas gases are exchanged, which is called bronchial respiration. Okay, how the fish keep the mouth open and lowers the floor of the oral cavity. As a result, what will happen? How the water from outside will be drawn into the oral cavity. How the mouth is closed and the floor of the oral cavity is the gill pouches through internal bronchial apertures. Okay, how gill next after that gill lamellae, how involved in the respiratory process like by bathing. Okay, gill lamellae are bathed with water and gas exchange takes place. Okay. Then coming to frog. Okay. Frog can live in water and land also. Okay. Like so here multi purpose respiratory organs are there in this. So here in textbook maybe not given about that gills. So don't forget to refer 7th class book. You have perfect perfect about respiratory organs of frog. So we have, you have here three mainly. Here tadpole larva, which is look like fish, that involve in the respiratory process through gills, and after developing that will adapt to some more organs like lungs and skin. That frog can respire through skin and lungs also. The respiration through skin is called cutaneous respiration, you have to mention. And respiration through lungs is a pulmonary respiration, and as well as buccopharyngeal cavity also. And how the terrestrial animals like reptiles, after that reptiles, birds, mammals, how respire through lungs. Okay, here we have insects. Okay, how that unicellular multicellular organisms involved in the diffusion process, and how the cockroach will involve in the respiration process. Cockroach and okay, how the fish involved in the respiration process. Through gills. You just try to give that particular process what we discussed again. Okay, and after that you have to go for the